We are a community in crisis. The EPA is here because there is a crisis. There are 27 of 50 CAG members here tonight because there is a crisis. I watched a presentation, a very thorough presentation, but it is not a presentation about what you guys are going to do very, very specifically in light of the EPA's arrival to do more to clean this canal, to do more for this community to clean this canal. I've watched many presentations, one of which has been the Green Infrastructure Program, which I'm going to call, I'm green. I ride my bike from Carroll Gardens to Manhattan every day. I am green. But this is a green whitewash, all right? It was not until the end of that presentation when a question was asked about what is the quid pro quo trade-off of your responsibility under the consent order that you're looking for. And we still have not heard what the actual reduction of gray infrastructure investment that will be made to this community, because we're not seeing that gray infrastructure. We're dealing with a 100-year-old tunnel, and I appreciate that you guys are going to come in and clean, put a new motor in a 100-year-old piece of infrastructure, but we need new infrastructure. We need the gray infrastructure. Green is great, we need gray. I'm disappointed in that presentation. I'm disappointed, obviously, in Brad for supporting that initiative and not talking about what it really means to reduce the gray infrastructure. Why is a retention basin not the answer for the Gowanus Canal? Why is zero effluent not the answer for the Gowanus Canal?
I didn't know what he was going to say.
No, when it comes to you, but I got to just keep the flow.
All right.
Okay, well, I think we went through a project where there's ongoing work being done to the tune of $40 million. We got, I don't know if anybody's heard before today about a high-level storm sewer project. That is something we're looking at to separate that flow. There's $20 million set aside for that. Going forward, we don't think it's a greenwashing issue that we think it's very effective. We have, on an individual site basis, done some monitoring of actual storms and shown pretty significant reduction. So, we wouldn't be requiring developers to build this to make it work. We are, one thing that we have going forward are neighborhood level green infrastructure pilots. So we're going to be taking 3 areas, one in Bronx, one in Town Creek, and one in Brooklyn Industrial Park, and isolating those areas, monitoring in the sewer, which is pretty good, accurate, before we build and then after we build, and then construction will take place next planting season, which is next about March, April, May. So we are building the record for what we think are the real reductions from green, but as a gray, you saw some additional restrictions. But if you go back into those cost-benefit curves, look, we're not saying this is the end of the analysis, but I think, well, what's the people care about? That's why we went to this analysis we had in 2007. Where we show, basically, in terms of if we were to spend $1.1 billion on big detention tanks.
Is this for the Gowanus?
This is for the Gowanus. No, this is Gowanus. I mean, this isn't every location. So we look at what it would cost to spend $1 billion in this watershed. The curve's pretty flat. If we go back one slide to